Hi, welcome to ShurShot Sporting. This is Joe.
Hey guys.
He's going to be showing you how to clean a shotgun. Mainly, to be specific, a Browning Silver Hunter.
Yes, sir.
What do you think about the Browning Silver Hunter?
I own one in a 20 gauge. I'm looking to purchase my first 12 gauge in a semi-automatic. But I love them. They're great guns. Alright, we're going to start breaking down this Silver Hunter, start getting ready to clean it. And rule number one is always, when cleaning a shotgun, always make sure your gun is unloaded. See, my action's open, nothing in the chamber, nothing underneath. I'm ready to start to disassemble this gun. Let's see what she's got. So we're going to close the action, take off our cap, our end cap. This has a 13-shot tube extension on it that we do trick shooting with. So there's a big spring in here. You just take this off and be careful of that big spring. Just like that.
That big spring?
That big spring right there. So your little tube comes off, that's your tube. This is your big spring that can come out. And now we can take off our forearm, slides right off. And our barrel slides right off. Just like that. And now we're going to take off our piston. That just slides right off. That's your piston. It's a little dirty. Take off our buffer. Take off our buffer spring. Right there. All you got left is to take out your bolt. So how you do that is you're going to pull this out just like that. Just grab it, pull it, comes right out. And we're going to take out our bolt. Bolt slides right out. Very simple. So now we got basically all that broken down. And this pin here, those two pins are what you're going to need to tap out. So you just get the little Allen in there, you can push on it and it should come right out. Grab them from the other side, pull that one out, pull this one out. And your trigger group should come right out. Just like that. Then all you got to do is clean everything on the inside. It's kind of dirty. Been shot a lot. Now that we have all the parts off the gun, I like to tell you what they are. This is of course our barrel. We do have a choke tube in the gun. That can come out too. I like to clean my choke tube too as well, because if you don't clean your choke tube, it can get seized inside the gun if you don't put any grease on it. You must grease your choke tubes. If you don't grease your choke tubes, then they will get seized inside your barrel and then they're really hard to get out. You gotta use the big wrench to get them out. The bolt here does come apart more. It comes apart farther than this, so we're gonna take that apart right now. This is our trigger group. It's our charging handle that goes into our bolt, our buffer spring, and our piston that drives the gun. So we're going to take this apart. If this comes apart like that, and that's basically it. We can take it farther apart than this. This pin right here comes out, and then your whole firing pin comes out. So we're going to clean up all these parts, make them all nice and shiny and new, so the gun will cycle. I'm going to start with the receiver first. Because that's what I clean. I don't like to put any lubricant on it now. I like to wipe the whole gun down, and then I'm going to put some lube on it and clean up all the pieces. So what I'm going to do in here, I'm going to come around and look. I'm going to clean up all this inside here. You see how much dirt that's in there and everything like that? Look at how clean that side is now. So now we're going to wipe all this down. Make sure you get in there nice and good. And now we got that whole side clean. We're going to flip it over and we're going to clean this side. The lighting's probably not too good. It's okay.
Right up there.
This is G96. I work at Guns Unlimited. This is what we use at Guns Unlimited all the time. So I use it at home when I do my own guns. So this is what I'm going to use on Trent's gun here. We'll get it all cleaned up for him. But I just spray a little bit on the towel and wipe off the gun. So I put some on the tube here. Got a light coat of oil on it. Put some on the inside here. Light coat of oil on it. Inside there. And that's about it right there for that. And that's done. So you can set that aside. You can start some other pieces if you want to.
Go ahead.
Starting the trigger group next if you want to. You can clean off your lifter plate here. This is how your shells get brought up into the gun. When the bolt comes back, hits this lever, feeds the next shell up into the gun. Just clean this up, just wipe it off. You don't need to get really down inside there at all. Just wipe it off. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a little bit of light oil. You don't have to goop it on here, you don't have to splash it in there. Enough to go inside these rails here. This rail is what I'm lubing. This rail here is right in there. So I'm going to put some oil in there, lube that, and lube this side. And yeah, I'm good. Next piece, which will be probably the gas piston. What drives the gun is kind of the heart of the gun. If this doesn't work, nothing works. So we're going to wipe this off and get all the carbon built up off of it and all the oil and years of abuse that Trent put this thing through. Good to go. Same thing with this. Just wipe it off, get all the carbon built up off of it, and you're good to go. You don't need to do too crazy on this. Coming off this gun. But we got it all cleaned up now, and we're good to go. So that's clean. Set that over there. Now we're going to move on to our bolt. This is pretty straightforward. It's not that hard to do. When you take this off, this hooks in the front and drops in just like that. When you pick it up, just pick it up, come off the front, and there you have the rest of your bolt head. So now you can get in here, clean all these little pieces that are hard to get to, and everything like that. The rails here that it rides on the gun. The outside of it. Set that down. We're going to grab our bolt face. It's got a little dust on it, a little dirt. It looks good. I like to inspect everything, make sure everything looks okay. And I do have my gun apart. The firing pin works and everything. You can push on it, see it popping out there. It's not broken or anything like that. It's still looking round. Drop that down the barrel. Feed it all the way down until it comes out your other end here. Put your barrel upside down, grab a hold of it, wrap this around your hand and pull. And their claim to fame is you should be able to run it down one time and be clean. If you look down it, I did it. I forgot it in pieces if I can remember where everything goes. I've done it once or twice. So we're going to replace our bolt and our trigger group. We're going to grab our bolt, slide this in here, and that goes in there just like this. What we're going to do is we're going to push this button here, and the bolt will slide in all the way. Then we got to get this little stinger I said back into our little port there. You can see it. It'll go right in there. See how that is? Now if I push on the bolt face, that's how that gun operates. Just like that. So that's in there correctly. We're going to replace our charging handle. Just like that. The bolt works. Replace our trigger group. I'm going to put it in just like this. Make sure we get it all the way back and it's centered. And you can see down those holes. Take our little Allen wrench, kind of line up more holes for me. That one's lined up. This one's not, so we're going to pull out a little bit on it. and get it lined up just perfect. And we're going to replace our pins. Doesn't matter which hole these go into. They're both the same size pins. So this one's going to go in the back.
Are they tapered?
They're not tapered. They just fit right in there like that. And they just push in. You can push them in with your fingers. If you can't get them in with your fingers, the key thing with working on guns is don't force anything, but sometimes you need a little tap. I'll take out my knife and give a little tap. So now that pin's in. Bolt locks back. Release works. And we're good to go. Then we're going to put on our spring. It goes all over the tube. Just like that. A buffer. And the key thing on these buffers, that little pin right there, has to go on the left side of the gun. So if you put it on like this, that fits right into that little slot right there. It can't go over here. It doesn't fit. It has to go over here. There it fits. That goes like that. Take our gas piston. Goes on top of the gun, over the tube. And our gun's almost assembled. Replace our barrel. Goes over like this, make sure everything's lined up. And put our barrel back in the gun. And now our barrel's on. So this is our tube that goes piston. Now our barrel assembly. We're going to replace our forearm. Goes over the top and everything. Slides down. Make sure it's on tight. And then we'll take our tube. So now we got to push the rest of this down inside the gun, which might be a little difficult. Oh, I think I might got it. Yeah, look at that. And then you just screw that down until it's tight. And that keeps your forearm and your barrel and everything together. So now, safety check. We always safety check it. Make sure everything works. The bolt release works. The bolt slams back. The safety works. So if I put it on safe, try to pull the trigger, take it off safe, boom, it works. So now the gun's all back together and ready for our next go around.